Hey Krim, I see you in the chat. Hello, welcome, welcome. I just for my own sake, I did start the stream like I think 30 minutes early this time, just in case. But I am here. I'm just cleaning up some stuff in the background, but I am here. Don't worry. Hello Krim. You're eating chili. Ooh. I'm actually gonna go grab some coffee right now, even though it's hot as fuck today. Yes, even though that it's hot, I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee. But yeah, feel free to relax. This will just be a chill stream. Nothing too big. I may just mostly be yapping. But there is some stuff I want to talk about, and I'm sure some of you do like me talking. So, yeah, just feel free to chill. But I should be ready very soon. Don't you worry. I will be switching the overlay soon. So, yep. Alright, and I just came back a minute late, but we are now starting. Let me see where it lands. Hello, guys. Hello. I hope you guys are having a good day or good night. It's gonna hopefully be a short stream. I don't want it to drag on for too long, like at least 4 hours max. But yes, I am back. Hello. Yeah, happy anniversary to my my Summer Nights animation should be here. Yeah, this was today is exactly the day a year ago where I premiered Summer Nights, which was one of my biggest animations at this time. It was supposed to be for Artfight, though due to catching COVID during July and pretty much just trying to recover from that. Summer Nights ended up being it was in the works for 2.5 months, and it was complete today, the moment that we transitioned from summer to fall. So it was a very grueling piece of work. I remember getting really sick and just not getting enough sleep over this. But yeah, no, this, I'm pretty sure this, ignoring the credits scene, this animation, I believe, is 3.5 minutes long, which is the longest that I've animated at this time. So, but yeah, I know this was honestly just like a very last minute stream, but just with how big of a deal this animation was to me, I mean even now it is, I thought I could dedicate a stream towards this animation, because for if some of you don't know, I'm very passionate about animation. I think ever since like 2019 or 2016 I've been really into just seeing like indie animations and, you know, TV shows. I really feel like getting into like Ruby and Red vs. Blue from Rooster Teeth was like the very beginning. Unfortunately, I know very well that they're in kind of a rough place at this time, but now it's, you know, it's been, I feel like this year is really like the rise of indie animation. You know, Glitch Productions with the amazing Digital Circus. Knights of Guinevere just came out not too long ago. That was pretty hype. And, you know, Murder Drones and this Lackadaisy. I'm just seeing so many passionate people just coming out and finally taking that chance to get their animations out there. And I want to do the same thing too. Now, of course, for me, I might be more at odds because I don't really have like a Kickstarter or like a professional group of people to work with. I'm really just taking volunteers and just utilizing what I have right now to get my animations done. Now, I remember even doing the Summer Nights animation. Oh my god, there was one point where I was freaking the fuck out because the animation file was so big that I was running out of space in my disk. And I remember at one point I was trying to save the animation, and Clip Studio Pen was telling me, hey, you literally don't have no more space, we can't save it. And I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not letting that happen. And and then I remember trying to, like, I think, like, I don't know, get rid of like some files to put more space in. And then at one point, when I think when I did try to save it, and then I closed it at one point, tried to open it up later, it wouldn't open. I thought it was corrupted. And at that point I wanted to cry. And so I brought Eli in, being like, dude, please, there has to be a way to get this file back. There ain't no way that it just got corrupted out of nowhere. And so Eli was like, okay, it's probably a simple solution. Just try and restart it, opening up different stuff. And that's what helped. Thank God that's what helped. So there was so many technical difficulties during the time that I was like, dude, I cannot afford to have issues this last minute. I really want to get this animation done. And even with how difficult it was working on this, I've never felt an ounce of giving up on it. I think I was working on this animation almost every single day. I don't know how I didn't get carpal tunnel from it, as I do now, which I'll explain later, but Yeah, no, it was a really big animation. Hold up. Someone did text me on Discord, though. Hey! That's cool. Nice. I just got some pics from someone. They're on a journey right now. Nice. But yeah, no. I guess to look back on it, we might as well try and watch it. So here I'll 5 years from now do a remake, maybe. I don't know where I'll be in 5 years, so just have to see and find out. All right, yeah, let's watch it, shall we? By the way, this song is from Siamese. I love that band. They make some banger music. Oh wait, I should probably change this. Oh shit, wait. I thought the background music stopped. Wait. Okay, let's pause that for now. I thought I turned it off. Okay. Let's restart that. God, this song is I still love this song to this day, man. It just hits different now after this. Yeah, this is still my favorite segment on this whole music video. God. And this part too. That shit's so cool.
Wanna take this chance to fly.
Yes. Oh my god, dude. Listen, some parts are, like, still rough to me, but, like, other than that, like, oh my god, dude. This is still a banger, even after one whole year. So, there's definitely some stuff that I want to talk about regarding this animation, though. So I'm gonna put the music back up now. Okay, there you go, should be working. Alright, so there's some stuff I want to talk about regarding this animation. So, first things first, things that I would do differently. Definitely the line work. So, there is a lot of stuff from this animation that, because I was doing so many different things at once in regards to animation, I learned a whole lot from this music video. And I think you might have noticed, this is also the first time I tried using the crayon brush, Clip Studio Paint's crayon brush. It was actually the beginning of me changing my my line work, pretty much. I realized why for a while I wasn't really digging like the perfect looking liner with the default pen brushes. I was like, why do I like my sketches more than the actual final product? And that's because it would just look too perfect. My line work looked too perfect, and so I didn't want to focus on that too much with the animation. So I'm like, why don't I put some texture to it? Let's try a crayon brush. And obviously it's still really messy for the first time. But I think after this animation, I pretty much did transition with my line work using the crayon brush now for just illustrations outside of animation. But because I used the crayon brush, though, without having texture, you could tell there was just some parts where I was just getting really tired from just repetition. Some of the line work was just not filled in correctly. Like, you can still see, like, the background, some of these. Some of them just weren't colored in entirely very well, which I know I could do better now. But... yeah, no, and not only that, you some of the line work, I get like the head shape phasing through the hair. What I really wish I could have done, but I was getting tired at this point. In comparison, aside from I think this segment here, where everyone's characters do have color. Most of the music video does not have our eyes colored in. And that's what I wish I did spend more time on, because I really think everyone's characters that I used here, they have very distinct eyes that definitely would have stand out more. Like Toge's eyes here, which I think the reference to is like Celestials. I know very well for Anonymous, which is that's Lieutenant Iroh. You know, Iroh has like pink cat eyes, I think, to represent being like a succubus, I believe. Oh no, Anonymous was at the beginning. Yeah. So she's wearing shades here, but I believe if I look at the art fight real quick, I believe Anonymous has from Moonphase, by the way, Anonymous has yellow eyes. Like yellow eyes with like stars in them, I believe. So I'm gonna go look that up real quick just to make sure that I'm saying that correctly. Where the fuck is she? Is she not on here? Oh shit, wait, she might have taken her down. Wait, fuck. It's just me, I'm just being dumb. Oh no, yeah, no, Anonymous is not on here. It's probably because we did attack her a lot last time. Okay, hopefully I'm correct on that though. I believe she does have like golden eyes and her pupils are like stars. And then we have Dag here. Oh. And then we have Dag here, Dr. Connor Daginator with the orange eyes. with the cat eye pupils, and then we have what are they saying over there? Hold up, you guys, give me a moment. Sorry about that. That was just the dog was being goofy. Actually, I think while I'm at it, I might as well just grab this. Alright. I'm also gonna be talking anyway, so, but yeah, I'm gonna try and do some work later. So, yeah, no, everyone had distinct eyeballs, and even for this was like the implication of Captain Kathy, my old persona, being Astral Captain Kathy, because that was the persona for representing the Stardust team from last year's art fight. Because this was supposed to be an art fight attack. Keep that in mind. This was supposed to be a mass attack. So yeah, no, that's the part that I really wish I did the most, was just have everyone's eyes be distinct from each other, because that's how I think they stand out the most. But nonetheless, as even for this part, dude, this would have hit so hard if it was the actual eyes. Let's try and go through this one by one, actually. So this was supposed to be a view of the city. Definitely some jittering going on with the perspective. To be fair, this was my first time trying to animate a bunch of city buildings together. But I think at some point I was kind of losing the pattern, so some, you know, of the lines were kind of just getting a bit weird. And this one, the original plan for this part was to still have city buildings on the sides. But I'm like, okay, with how much I'm doing with this, honestly, that was Iron Mouse. Honestly, just like, fuck this for now. That would have been cool if because the original plan in this, was to have this road going through the city buildings on the sides, and then it would be exiting the city into this shot. Like, it would be nighttime, like, kind of like the sunset getting to dusk, and then it would be exiting out the city, and then that's where we transition to this part, because you have the repetition of the sunset being there and the stars, but I think I was just getting really tired. This part, though, I'm still really proud of. I think for the cityscape in the background, I would have added little, like, white dots or different colored dots to represent, like, the city coming alive, like the windows, turning on and all that, people actually living in the city. Other than that, it's just a black silhouette, but I mean, that's more like a minor thing. I could just do that some other time. I really love the grid thing that I did, though. I really was inspired by the synthwave feel of not only the song itself, but even just like the vibes of it. So this part I'm really proud of. I love the loop of this, and I really think the text fits a lot as well. Okay, I do have some thoughts regarding this was the fucking... Not graveyard. This was like a junkyard, I think. So I'm just trying to get a piece of bread in before I continue. So, I was trying to tell a story here. They keep it simple, with some lore that has probably not been said publicly as much. So, the lore is all these characters were from the colony. This is what the server used to be until it transitioned to the garden. So we have Captain Kathy here, Lieutenant Iroh, Anonymous, Togue, and Connor Dagonator. And so, there was some lore that pretty much a lot of wars happened, and they survived all of it, but the captain's feeling some guilt from it. And there's like some strain, I guess, that was happening from some of them. Like, they haven't really moved on yet from what happened in the past. So pretty much, Connor Dagon's trying to fix the car, so they could like go into the city. Captain Kathy is trying to reminisce of like better times, and then Connor Dagonator interrupts her. She's like, "Damn, I'm still really depressed as fuck." And then at this point, he's like, "Hey, you may be sad, but let's just get into the car, go to the city, have some fun." You know, she's like, I might sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. She's like, "Okay, man, fine, all right. You know, maybe I am just being too down in the dumps. I'm gonna take your hand and yeah, let's go to the city." So then they go to the city. They're going through, you know, the mountains, heading to the city. You know, the gym and out now, getting into it. And they head into the city, and they're having a fun time. So, and then, oh, alright, I should probably explain this part. So, this is Black Taurus's characters, his demons. And this was supposed to be an implication of what might happen after this. So they're clearly scheming something. They're like in the water. They're being like, we might do something with y'all. You know, we might commit some tricks or treats on ya, or whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. But but they are supposed to be a bit sinister. Like, they are scheming something. And so that's how they disappeared into the ocean, and then leaving, I guess, to be continued in a way. All this is a huge hypothetical, though. I'm gonna say right now, this is probably not gonna be canon, because this would be a lot to explain. And considering the fact that you got Void's persona here, you got Abyss's persona here, and then another one of Black Taurus's characters. At that point, that's just a whole, like, multiverse kind of shit happening. Like, it's just a whole crossover. So I don't know if it will be canon, but that's the story. And so starting with the junkyard area, with all the broken down cars and all that. What I really wish I did here, I think it was specifically this part. So there's a way in Clip Studio Paint. So there is a camera feature that I could have used. And there's a way to put that camera feature into different folders for whatever you have animated. So I really could have done a cool trick, right? I could have done a really cool trick where instead of it just staying as one whole frame, I could have had a really cool close-up on the car here going to, I believe the left, and then the background kind of being a bit blurred, shifting to the right. I could have done something like that, but I was already learning so much during the time. Once more, I believe it's because I was just tired and I wanted to just not waste any more time. I didn't do that, but that is something I could pull off in Clip Studio Paint. The same thing applies for these areas as well. Again, have this, or I believe have this shifting to the right, have this shifting to the left, have this kind of be like a still frame, but kind of like still like zooming into a way, in a way into view. And I believe I would have done the same thing too here as well. So very minor things that would have made it cooler. But I feel like with how much I've done though in the span of 2.5 months, I might as well just do that for another bigger and better animation. But yeah. I didn't drink my coffee yet. Hold up. And if I were to, let me turn it down a little bit actually, just so I can, let me hear it real quick. It was probably like, okay, that's fine. And so if I were to explain this part where the Captain Kathy is looking up and she's like, damn, I wish times were better. Yeah, no, it's literally just a whole beach episode. There's no really other way to put it. It's just a whole ass beach episode. And with it being summer, I thought I could fit anyway. But this is her like being happier, none of the scars, right? She's scar free. It's just like an alternative universe where she was better, she wasn't the captain, and she was just very much in a happier place. But obviously that's just the what ifs, and she got brought back to reality. This part though, I actually am really proud of. It's so simple, but it was really effective. I love, the coat moving, the hair. I don't fucking know how I managed to keep with his wings the whole time, but like, that shit was cool. And the blinking. Again, very simple, but the delay on that is like, I love it a lot. Now this part might have been a little bit awkward. I feel like I made him stand there for a little too long. Like, look at this, like, delay on this shit. Like, I think he just stands there for a little too long. Like, maybe during the time I was thinking, like, what if I make Connor, like, think to himself, like, hey, what should I do to help her feel better? And then that's when he shifts to the side being like, hey, you can get into the car with me and Animo and Tog and we'll just drive to the city, right? Also, shout out to Moonphrase for giving me the reference for, she actually sent me a video reference to actually do a hand movement. I thought it was like just like a cute, goofy little thing to do. And this part I also really love. This is just so clean. It's so clean. It kind of also goes to show you don't need to animate every single frame to show it. Like you can see the hand kind of like opening up, right? You see the hand reaching out to grab said hand. You don't need to show every single frame for that, right? And even for the pace that it was going, like I think that was paced pretty well. Yeah, there's some line work I could have erased, but oh well. But now, we're gonna get to my favorite part. I spilled out my shirt on the floor. So not only was my first time animating a car, this was also my first time lip syncing, animating characters dancing. Like, I was going all out with it. Yes, oh yeah, you should have erased that. It's the mouths going through the chairs. That was pretty funny. But this part definitely took the longest alongside this next upcoming scene. But I genuinely feel like looking back at it on it was so worth it because it's genuinely one of my favorite scenes. You just have a group of friends just vibing together. You know, like probably like turning up the radio in the car, and I also was part because I had references to some of my older drawings. I tried to make it look like they were just going through a bunch of different dimensions. So you got like You got, you have the vampire persona background from the 2023 artfight themes. Vampires versus werewolves. This is one of the artfight attacks from that said year. From someone that I attacked. Oh, geez, wow, I really went that very quickly. I think most of these were from artfight. Yeah, that's an attack. That was also another attack from that year. Same thing. That was from an Easter illustration. That is from Smogus. This was for like a dragon submission for an event. This is from Artfulness. It was a Christmas prompt. I think it was called North Pole, so this is like the Northern Lights. This is also from that same event. That's a pool. This is a swimming pool from Top OC, my first time participating in Top OC, Season 5. That was just a whole separate illustration. This is from a real event where I was just walking through downtown and it was raining. What was this? Wait, what the fuck? I actually don't recognize this one. Was this from, the telephone event? The first telephone event in my server? I think... I actually don't recognize this one. What the fuck? I actually don't recognize this one. What? Wait, what am I seeing there now? Wait, what? Is that from me still? Wow, okay, I actually don't recognize my own shit that I put. I don't know where this came from. I don't know what that is. At this point, though, I was just memeing. This is the Toy Story background. That's the Windows XP background. That's... what? Is that from SpongeBob? I think it's from SpongeBob. Oh, that's from SpongeBob! Okay, that was like a Bikini Bottom. This is the Phineas and Ferb backyard. That's from Coco. And at that point, I made it look like that they were going through a mountain. Wow, Sam, Connor Dagonator must be speeding because they went through that road really damn fast. But yeah, no, that shit was the longest segment I believe to have animated, but I feel like with the way that turned out is definitely one of my favorite scenes. I didn't really animate this part. This was an effect that I used in CapCut. I just did like a jittering effect to make it look like the car was kind of like bumping on the road. It actually still does the job pretty well though. Yeah, this shit. I just love the head bobbing too. I remember, I'm pretty sure it's in the video too. I recorded myself in my mom's car 5 times just to get every person down correctly. Like, I went to all the seats and I recorded myself individually to get like the feel right with the head bob. I really want to do like a proper head bob though. It's like the back and forth kind of thing. I want to do like an actual kind of like head bob. But even with what I did here, this is still pretty. No, wait. I think the closest that I was able to do it was with Captain Kathy and Connor. But either way, it wasn't really that bad for what I did in the time. And this part is so good. This part was so sick. Like, it kind of feels like an anime segment kind of way, where it's kind of like getting closer to the camera, side view, then like going further and further away with the city in the background. That shit was so cool. God, man. And then, yeah, so the crew arrived at the city. They're just, something dropped. Oh, there we go. So then the crew arrives at the city. They're like, hey, the vibe, we'll go to a karaoke booth. And so originally this was gonna be Captain Kathy and Connor Dagonator, but I'm like, hey, most of the time it's mostly been on them. Let's try and bring some attention to both Captain Kathy and Lieutenant Ira. You know, maybe with her mostly being like the reluctant or shy one in this case. You know, Captain Kathy helped Lieutenant Ira. Like, she convinced her to sing alongside her, so they're having a good time too. I remember also recording myself for this to get the look. It looks pretty silly looking back at it, but I think it's really cute. And this is the actual music video from the song used in here. I thought it would make sense because I think normally when you're doing karaoke, they do show like the background of like the original music video. So I thought it'd be like a nice nod to the OG MV to have it like this. And then this part was just a whole montage. So I probably should have said this. This whole MV was not only just supposed to be an artfight attack, it was supposed to be a tribute to just my main group. Dag, Ira, Mooney, and Togue. This was all for them, and including cameos with Void Abyss and Black Taurus. Seriously, shout out to them. I believe, I think one of the biggest reasons why I kept going with this animation, I didn't want to give up on it, is because it was all for them, you know? I was doing this animation for them, and I really didn't want to stop, so this was just showing off all their main personas, so, and I do like the hair waviness to make it look like it's like spacey. In this case though, I didn't really do it properly, unfortunately. So with the implication of her having star eyes here, and with her being Astro Captain Kathy, I really wanted to do a cool animated transition where her hair turns into space itself. Like, her hair is the galaxy. And I didn't really do it properly here, because it just makes it look like her hair is just growing a lot. Like, it just looks like she has a lot of fucking lice now with, like, how much, like, hair that is. So I kind of just tried to, like, remedy it with, like, CapCut effects, but I feel like I could have done it a bit better. And then they're just vibing here. You got the city in the background. Again, this is very, very rough. I could have made the city a bit nicer, even with just, like, the windows. This part that I do like. I did try to make it look like they were submerged in water. And I feel like with them exchanging glances, right, like that I do like a lot. Even with the fact, with the additional frames, right, when they're looking to one person and the other. So it's pretty much additional frames for everyone. I think that was pretty cool. And then they go down here. Yeah. And then that's it. Yeah, that's how I approach Summer Nights. Summer Nights really taught me a lot on how to animate moving forward. And that would definitely go for my latest animation, actually. Here, I'll get to that in a moment, because I did need to check something. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Forgive me for that delay. Yeah, so, yeah, with that wrapped up, you know, with Summer Nights being my biggest animation, how can I not learn something from it? I really feel like it's helped me learn more how to organize my animation files better, like inside of the file itself when it comes to putting certain stuff in folders, like for the line art, coloring, the backgrounds. I thought for this one it was way more loose because this was like done separately. But I think for this one, most definitely. Two peas in the pod, definitely. So yeah, cause oh my god. My folders were all over the place for Summer Nights because I was just going for it. So it was really, really messy. So, honestly, when it comes to different animation folders, I've come to learn it shouldn't have to be that bad. Like, it doesn't have to be all over the place. Because you just have, like, the animatic folder, then the actual proper sketches folder, then doing the in-betweens in that same folder, the line art, and then the coloring, and then the rendering. So, yeah, no, I could really keep it simple if I wanted to. I did not have to. Well, I think at that point, since I already had so many frames to begin with, I couldn't go back and clean up my folders if I wanted to. So that's why now, moving forward with my future animations, I do try my best to keep them. I try to be organized with my folders in general, just when it comes to my files or like my art stuff. I'm extremely considerate about that. I'm very organized when it comes to my files. And another thing with the Summer Nights animation, you know the delays that I've had in some of them, like where there's like an extra frame. This one definitely showed here. Like you can see like that very, very last frame. Let me try and see if I can show it properly. Oh, wait. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, she already... Wait, what? There you go, right there. You saw that, right? There's a delay on that. So even when like the frame is finished, I think Abyss also does this a lot as well with his animations. Just having like an extra frame similar to the final frame, it kind of like settles it down a little bit. Because when I play it at normal speed, it just looks good overall. Honestly, an extra frame just to complete that movement, it does help a lot. And I've done that a lot with Two Peas in the Pod as well. Not on this part because I was trying to go for like an Amori feel for this one. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a lot on here. Yup. And with the eyebrows. Yeah. That delay really does help me. And I feel like when I start getting into more complex scenes outside of just doing the blink effect, I really believe that the delay effect could really do wonders for me that I just am not aware of yet. So, yeah, no, Summer Nights, it's, even though it's been 1 year from now and there's so much that I would have done differently now from that 1 year, I am still proud for what it is right now. I mean, it's definitely one of, like, my most viewed videos at this time. It's like, yeah, it's like in 5th. I'm not surprised these other ones are still the biggest ones, but I still have some love for my animations. For the song cover stuff, I still want to just try and keep it on the sidelines. It's not definitely my highest priority. I love singing, but I don't want it to be my main priority. Which is funny how I say that, because I may or may not have some plans in October. I'm gonna keep that a secret for now. But yeah, no, Summer Nights. Man, one whole year. That's actually crazy. And shout out again, seriously, to just everyone's characters that were featured in this video. I feel like just thinking of you guys and really just my whole community that was keeping up to date on the animation itself, you guys really helped me move forward. And I believe that's been said greatly with I know there's a lot of update videos around this animation for I just happened. I know there's a lot of update animations. What the fuck? No, just update posts that I've made during the time. I'm just trying to go back to try and find it. I know it's here somewhere if I just keep going more. Wow, it's like somewhere around. Yeah, I think, yep, because this is, yep, Christmas, Halloween. Yep, we're getting there. I really feel like the posts that I've made while working on this animation goes to show that I was making a lot of progress. What I wish I did better to myself, though, personally, for just my own life and health, I really wish I treated myself better. And it's unfortunate that I say that, because even currently, I think I've gained some new physical issues. But, yeah, you've seen some, like, my whips here. The karaoke. I forgot the three of them just disappeared randomly. You got this part as well. Oh, yeah. These two were really fucking rough. I think this is the part where, like, I think I was up for 2 days straight for this one. This was just me showing, yep, the amount of layers that I had, I believe. Something like that.
Not much, but let me see if I can pull up my phones real quick. Check this out. So my friend Mooney actually made a really good suggestion that, hey, maybe to avoid intense lag and longer waiting times, you just export the scenes separately. So, you know, you're not just exporting a whole file like a gigantic box and just, you know, dumping into CapCut. And it's actually been really good. As you can see, there's been a lot of parts.
This was on September 20th. Oh my goodness.
This is pretty much.
I was like at the home stretch.
A few scenes, like into the end of the video, so it's pretty much close. I'm stopping here at the. I think this is where the captain is supposed to pop or cut out. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Oh, Kathy jump scare. But yeah. So like I said, I'm in my previous reel.
Wow, I
am
was
actually pretty
right
close.
here around.
It's
wow.
really just grabbing additional.
I really did a huge
background,
time
some
crunch with
plots
this.
to really,
Jesus, September
enhance the
20th, and that
look.
was only just
There's
around
actually
this
a background
car
now, but I will add just a few more stuff to it, just so it's not just a sunset gradient. But yes, this has been some very extensive work, as you can see. If I scroll out, or actually, I don't even need to scroll out. I could just show you all this.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh,
That's that's what I was talking about. Yep.
Layers.
Yep.
Let me, get rid of all that.
Some of this I definitely could have
Well,
organized better,
they
straight
show
up.
you how many layers that are in animation folder. Man.
Yeah,
Look at
this
all
was a
those
whole mess.
delicious layers.
I could have bunched them up into like way smaller folders. Like that's a whole mess. And I think for this one it's just
Hey guys.
oh yeah, I actually slept and oh my god. Yeah, that shit was rough. I just really hope just moving forward. I mean, I'm glad that I haven't really been doing as much. I really think what I really gotta do for myself is just not give myself a deadline when I know damn well I'm probably not gonna make it. Like, I don't know why I just don't give myself all the time in the world to. I know I gotta like keep that consistency with making progress, but I think because I gave myself such a tight deadline, I think that's why I was so hard on myself. Because I really wanted this to be during summer, and so that's why I ended up having a time crunch until the moment it turned fall. Because I just wanted it to be, you know, again, like, just a way to end off the summer. But I really gotta stop doing that, because, you know, I really am just like a one person. I'm one person doing all this. I mean, you know, I'm not working for like a big ass company or industry or anything. Like, I'm doing this all solo. Like, I can give myself a decent deadline, or just not even do a deadline until I know damn well that I'm almost done. I really feel like what I should do more is just actually finish the animation, and then when the animation's done, then I announce when I'm gonna like release it and all that. That's what I should be doing. So it was so rough, man. I really hope, I keep hoping and praying for this, that I just treat myself better, because for the longest time I hadn't really had the greatest sleep schedule. And it's not that I try to give myself a bad schedule, it's like I just can't help but just not sleep at decent times. My discipline's really bad when it comes to it. And, you know, with me mostly working from home, I guess at this point I am technically self-employed. Stretching is so important now, like way more now than ever. Thankfully I have been naturally stretching now. When I use my computer for a few hours, I do get up, I do a bit of just basic stretches, stretching my fingers, my arms, my back. So I've been trying to do that. I think now though I have run into a problem where I love drawing so much, and the last thing I need is losing my dominant hand to not draw. This started happening this year's art fight. I think it was my second to last art fight stream. I think I experienced carpal tunnel for the first time. I was drawing so much to the point where my hand was aching. And I'm starting to notice that when I draw for like way too long now. And the issue is I've been having a hard time stopping it, because the way that I draw, I hold my pen like this. When I'm sketching or drawing, this is how I move my hand. And I believe this is called the death pen grip. And I'm starting to realize why it's really bad for me, because I think like between like my thumb and this finger plus the wrist, it starts to hurt a lot, because most of the movement is in my wrist. I believe for people with like actual like screen tablets, it's easier to move their pen, because with being close up to the screen, you can kind of just adjust your elbow a little bit and kind of just like do that, right? I can't really do that because I have to like face down and kind of like do this pretty much. Like I don't know if I can really do that. I believe there is a way to. I don't think it should be difficult. But I think for me, because I've death pen gripped for so long, I'm just so used to it now that I can't really get out of it now. I have been trying to, and my hand starts to hurt after a while, but I am starting to get a bit worried about it. Now, keep in mind, this doesn't happen. Oh, excuse me. This doesn't happen all the time. I really feel like it just starts happening when I apply too much pressure onto my pen. Like when I'm trying to get like thicker strokes, make something darker, I feel like I'm just like forcing myself to just press down more, which is also what's probably causing that. I'm applying too much pressure. I think another thing, I just need to just let loose a little bit. Like let it loose, let the pen do its own thing because it's digital. It should be fine. Just let it loose a little bit. So just loosening up my hand should be better. But yeah, my hand's starting to hurt a bit easier here and there. I think I have been experiencing carpal tunnel now occasionally. Which is also why I've been trying to do like the finger stretches, because apparently I did not also supposed to stretch with my hands. But I do want to be careful though. So I'm hoping, with that said though, because I am trying to finish. Yes. Hopefully, since I know what to do with the line work now for the Graveyard Girls, that I'll be able to get through the line art. Because to be fair, so my hands starting to hurt because I was taking way too long with what the fuck I wanted to do with the line art. I grabbed new pencils. I tried messing around with it. I didn't like how they looked with Bailey, so I stuck to the crayon brush. Like straight up, I actually love the crayon brush. It just works so well for texture. And I was messing around with the gravestone perspective. Took a bit, and then yeah, everything else just speaks for itself. I want to try and do something different from how I drew Nore, Ropo, and Ingrid last year. I know last year I did draw them with the crayon brush for Halloween. But for this year, though, I wanted to try boldening some of the line, like messing with the line width pretty much. And at first, I was like, oh, I don't know if this is working really well. But when I like kept it consistent throughout the whole way and zoomed out, it makes a huge difference. And another reason why I wanted to do it like this is because all these illustrations are going to be during nighttime, so it's going to be very dark. And I still want the line art to still like have its personality show through the dark, pretty much. Like even though like it is darker, I generally feel like boldening my lines like this really helps it pop out more. It's really just as simple as just any intersecting lines. I just I make it more bold around it. It's really simple, and I really love the look. I believe this is something I want to keep doing more. It just feels so like manga-like. I don't really know how to explain it. It feels like something out of like an ink art print. I don't know how to explain it, but it does look cool. I'm really glad I kept going with it. I trusted the process, and yeah, it looks amazing. So, yeah, no. Summer Nights is what caused all this. I literally started using the crayon. Like, I completely ditched the pen brush now. I don't use the G pen no more. It's too smooth for me. I wanted that texture, so I've been using the crayon brush. I've been using the pencil brush. I just love that texture now, and I'm so glad that I embraced that. And now I'm doing the same thing too for my rendering as well. I've been experimenting with more painter-like strokes, watercolor, just all the texture that I could grab, just so I could just have more fun with it. I don't want it to be perfect. I just want it to just look fun and have personalities pop out more. So I love it. I love what we have going so far. Another thing, I believe working on that Summer Nights animation also taught me to do things, would I say all at once? Is that like the correct term for it? I think so. Like one at a time. What I'm trying to say is Summer Nights taught me how like the moment I do, you know, like the sketch, I'll do it for everything else first, and then the line art for everything else, then the flat color, and then the render. I clearly didn't do that for when I was introducing all the Grey Ward girls. Because I guess at that point I was kind of just testing more of their design. I was more focused on their designs rather than trying to get it done. Like as early as I can. But yeah, no. Genuinely working on all the sketches first before doing like finishing one girl all at once and then the next one, I think saves me from burnout way more. Because you know that, like, I feel like because the progression is the same for everyone, like, it's still treated as equal. And not only that, I think finishing something all at once and then moving on to the next one, I don't want to lose that quality too much. For what I've seen, the moment that I finish a drawing and I turn to the next one, I personally feel like the quality is different from the previous thing that I made. And so I feel like if I just do everything all at once, the quality is the same. Like it's all even rather than, because like I think it's because like my brain's still processing it. But I don't even know if I explained that correctly. But yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, this is what I mean when I say Summer Nights greatly affected how I draw outside of animating. You know, that animation taught me a lot, and part of me wished that I gave myself more time, or rather than focusing on the deadline for it to get it done. But the other half of me believes that what I was able to do during the time, I believe, was enough. I could definitely remake it in the future, that's for sure. But Summer Nights was meant to be a tribute to the colony, my main group, just what, you know, all the fun that we had last year, or at least on my end, tried to have fun, because I was just depressed as fuck from being sick. But yeah, no, and I believe this animation feels more important to me now because, well, the Discord server is not the colony anymore. For a good while it was the colony, but I feel like because of how much the community has grown and the server's not really just for small friend groups anymore, it's pretty much public, it's out there. I believe it was best to have a shift from the sci-fi space station to a whimsical magical garden. And even then, even though the Captain Kathy isn't around anymore, same thing with Connor Dagonator, Lieutenant Iroh, Anomino, and Togue, we do have the Fae family now. We still do have a new group to represent the Discord server, at which we now have way more fleshed out lore, because I actually am recycling it from old lore that I used to use with an old friend group. We now have the Garden of Avalon lore. Yeah, no, the Discord server has proper lore now that I actually made sure to fully show off, which I can actually show it here. Let me see. Right here. Yep. Let's pull it up real quick. Yeah, we actually have actual lore that I put a lot of thought into because I was recycling it from old stuff. So yeah, I have like 6 different posts that you can just look through. You can read the World of Avalon, the Islands of Etheria, Little Ivywood, which is where the Fae family takes place. Just imagine this whole server as like a gigantic guest house, which is probably more of a hotel to be honest. The elemental crystals, which is the source, main source of power for magic, taboo subjects and social issues, and then the guest house itself, and Roseanne Carter, which is my current persona. And saying all this probably also explains my whole overlay too. My whole overlay is the garden, so that's why you see all the roses, with the giant tree, the bushes, the landscapes, the BRB screen with the outdoor kitchen, and then this one. I still love what Krim did with the different setting. I was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you just had like different times, like the starting soon is morning, like you're greeting everyone. The BRB screen is like the afternoon, you know, we're kind of like chilling out a bit, grabbing some coffee, whatever the heck, grab a snack. And then ending the stream is nighttime. We're gonna go to bed, wind down, pass out. Yeah. But yeah, and I honestly, I still do have like a lot of fond memories from the colony. But I really feel like this change was for the best, because even then, I think it also just helps with my branding as well as Kathy Rose. Just the whole entire Rose motif thing going on. I think it just fits for what I'm doing right now, especially with the Rosebuds Productions in the background. But yeah, nah. I think that's pretty much it for just talking about my Summer Nights animation. Yeah, the Summer Nights animation definitely taught me a lot. It's affected how I not only animate, but also draw my illustrations. And yeah, no, seriously. I'm happy 1 year anniversary to Summer Nights. I would love to pull off more animation videos like that in the future, but I think now moving forward, I do want to start doing more I think just stuff that's just, I mean, of course still fun to me, but also maybe like animation memes, more narrative films like Two Peas in a Pod, more of that from like Scarlet and Smart characters or the Garden of Avalon characters. There's just so many there's so many animation ideas I've been wanting to do. It's just I gotta like actually sit down and do it. But not only that, I'm always all over the place. There's so many projects that I'm doing in the background. It's all been fun, but it's just more of like, you know, I gotta get to it at some point, you know? So. Bam. Hey, banger picks. Damn, love the landscapes. Landscapes. I'm just trying to think of what else. I know there's something that I do want to bring up though before I do it. It's been like what? It's been 1 hour and 30 minutes. I might say some final stuff before I end it off. But yeah, I do know what I want to bring up. Yeah, so yeah, with all the Summer Nights animation talk wrapped up, I think there is a few additional stuff that I want to say. That would also be including the drawing that I'm doing right now. So I'm gonna try to do my best to finish all the illustrations of the Graveyard Girls before October, hopefully. That's my main goal. If I cannot finish them in time before October 1st, that's completely fine. But if you are in my Discord server, it has been voted that you guys do want a Halloween-related collaboration. And it has been voted in the server that you guys want a Halloween OC costume party. So I'm gonna try and whip up an illustration for that. It's like a simple like Halloween venue, trying to have you add your guys' characters to it. I'm actually really glad you guys chose that, because the Halloween Haunted Dollhouse might have required me to grab a volunteer for that, because I don't think I have the time to pull that off. But yeah, no, I'm gonna try and have that hosted soon. I might do another poll for what kind of, I know on Instagram you guys voted to want to have keychains the most on my ACG Goods platform. Though I feel like with the nature of how I'm gonna draw all the graveyard girls, I feel like they would work really well for other stuff as well. Like, these would be some banger standees. Like, I'm not kidding. They would look pretty cool. But it's really up to you guys. I'll probably do a separate poll on Discord or something. But yeah, no. I love, when it comes to the holidays, I love just theming up my OCs. Just getting them into the holiday spirit. And thank you guys so much for all the costume suggestions as well. Because I am thinking of turning these into merch designs. Unfortunately, I did have to find my way around some of their designs, because I'm pretty sure 3 of them are wearing characters from big IPs. And I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to face any lawsuits, and because of that, I'm going to have to work my way around it, which is completely fine with me. But I hope you guys don't mind that too much. I don't want to get in trouble due to copyright. But, yeah. And if I do time that well, I don't know if I want to do some Halloween streams during October. I'm actually not too sure yet. I have been thinking about it, but I'm also like, like, I don't want to be too strict, but I feel like I should just do it when I actually feel like it. Who knows? Maybe I'll stream exactly on Halloween day, but if I don't, then that's completely fine. Oh, and I think, yeah, this is like the one thing that's been in my mind. So I believe due to previous instances that have happened in some of my streams, I may have to start setting some ground rules now, which is very unfortunate to say. As much as I hate to say it, there's just been some moments that have happened on stream that I'm not really too happy with. I may have to start setting some rules down for my streams moving forward. So it's not just for you guys. I think it's also for me and for my own comfort and safety. But you know, I think that's pretty much about it. But yeah, I wanted to keep the stream short because I actually do want to keep working on these illustrations. Like, no joke, my inspiration has been fueled strongly for these girls. Like, I love dressing them up in Halloween costumes, and the suggestions you guys have given me were huge bangers. I hope at some point, like in October, if I do have some time to like squeeze in or just chill out, I could do some honorable mentions from some of my favorite costume suggestions that I saw on Instagram. But yeah, no, again, thank you guys so much for just loving my characters, loving my stories. I just love showing them off to the world and just trying to storytell in with stuff that I care about a lot as a person. And yeah, no, seriously, thank you guys. It's not gonna stop anytime soon. I'm gonna keep making more content for them. And yeah, just overall, thank you guys so much. I believe with that said though, I think I should probably end it off here. I don't really have anything else to say. Because we already got the whole yapping part with Summer Nights. off to the side. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I want to keep you guys around any longer. Yeah, I just realized I am missing something here. Oh, wait, no, that should be fine. I think. Okay, never mind. I'm just seeing shit. Okay, leave it alone. It's supposed to be imperfect. It's fine. It's fine. Leave it. Leave it alone. All right. Yeah, I think that's it from me. Happy anniversary to Summer Nights. I hope to continue making more bangers like that in the future. Hopefully, a bit more chilled out. I know at some point before this year ends, I do want to start the Nore lore animation. I know at the very beginning of this year, I did a vote on who you guys want to see as an animation, and it was Nore. Not surprising, you guys, you love her that much. Me too. I'm kind of biased, but yeah, no, I did say though. Oh, sorry. Hang on, that might be a call that I have to answer. Sorry about that. Hold up. Actually, wait. Fuck it. I'll just do it right now. Sorry about that. Hold up. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright. I actually should probably end the stream very soon now, but yeah, just to keep it. What the fuck was I talking about now? God dang it! I don't know what the fuck I was talking about now. I actually straight up lost all thought as to what I was talking about. It's fine, but yeah, I'm gonna just try and do some more work on this soon. I say that as I'm literally working on it right now as we speak. But yeah, no, seriously, work on these girls have been a joy. It did take a bit trying to figure out how to like lay them out on the gravestone, but I feel like the refs that I took of myself definitely helped. I need to just take more references of myself. I don't know why I don't do that often, but you know, it's been very, very fun, and I hope that you guys been having fun too. But yeah, no. Oh, right. I think it was regarding like the stream stuff. I think like, or the stream rules. I don't fucking remember now, but yeah, I think I'm just trying to think of like what else now. I don't think there is anything else no more, but yeah, no, just thank you guys for all the support. There's so much stuff that I want to do and just keep doing until my last breath. Like, it's just been a joy, genuinely, and I hope I just don't stop anytime soon. Which is why I've been conserving my hand. Like, again, it would suck if I can't, you know, like, do any of the things that I love anymore because of that. Which is why I believe I do gotta take it easy on myself sometimes. I really do. And, yeah, no. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and do a poll, I believe, when all the Grey Ward girls are done. But other than that, yeah. I want to keep the stream short. I do gotta go soon. Hopefully that's all I gotta speak about. If I have like any like afterthoughts, I'll just make an announcement in the Discord and then have that on Instagram and YouTube. But other than that though, yep, happy anniversary to Summer Nights. Seriously, it's just been one of my biggest animations at this time, and I hope to continue making more bangers like these. Cause yeah, I love storytelling, and I just gotta keep that commitment. So, but with that said, though, I think that's it for me for now. I do want to chill out with the streaming and not stream for too long, like I did in July. I'm really starting to feel how difficult streaming is, though, when it comes to streaming that long. Like, God, it's rough. Whew. Like, the moment I'm done streaming, I just feel so tired, like, after, like, 7, 10, 12 hours, like, ugh. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, wait! I'm so glad I remembered. I know I said I was gonna get more of my old footage out from this year. But, with the 2 Peas in a Pod done, that's why the uploading stopped, because I was working on this. Those should resume very soon, I'm hoping. There's some stuff I need to edit anyways, as soon as well, but I am going to try and continue resuming these. They did stop because I was working on 2 Peas in the Pod, but because the animation is done, I want to get back to uploading. So, not only that, there are some shorts that I also want to post. I actually, all of them are peak related from some of my recent streams, but I did work with someone recently, that edited them for me, because I wanted to help them out with their portfolio. So, yeah, I'm gonna shout them out too. I'm gonna post them, give them credit. But yeah, other than that, that should be about it. Oh my God, what the heck is? What? No. Alright. Okay, guys, I gotta go now. Alright. Have a Have a good day or good night, wherever you are. Goodbye, guys. Have a good day. Goodbye. I gotta go now. Bye.